drawing you, huh? I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad. Taking some time to do. Should definitely put the chat system on the tablet while I have the chance. You do. I'm not gonna probably use it all the time, but you know, I'll try to use it like for some certain things. Um, Now that I think about it, I completely forgot to move the chat system. I usually have it there on purpose, just in case that I turn off this camera. You know, it's supposed to be there, but completely forgot to move it for this time. Only because it's in a funky area. I'll put it like somewhere. Maybe I'll put it like somewhere here. That way people can see. Yeah, I should probably put it somewhere about here. There we go. At least people can see. I'll just mess around with it another time. Yeah, I feel like this is getting close to like almost done. Like once I have like the base idea done for the leaf, which I pretty much have figured out the base idea. However, once I do the leaf, I really thought about whether he was going to hold it or if it's just going to be attached to his backpack, but given the fact that I did want it to be like attached to his backpack, it probably makes more sense to just move it a little more to the left, because this is a little bit out, so it probably needs to be about here. That way it looks like it's more in the middle of the backpack, and probably bend a little more, like it'll have a little arc. And once I get that, I have to build the buckle, and then I have to just do the rest of the backpack, and basically the rest of the leaf, and then the banana, and not to mention his hair, which is actually supposed to start in the back and go forward, kind of like a Sonic Hedgehog. And once I do that, pretty much I feel like that'll be it. So he's almost done. He's getting pretty close. I just have to clean up a lot of this though. Okay, let's start off with like moving this around. So let's put it like more here. Yeah, because it needs to be like a little more here. I really just ended up watching a lot of movies today. And I really wanted to stream, but it took me a little bit to fix up the second camera. If you guys want to know why there's such a big difference with the camera, even though you may not be able to tell, it's actually because of this. So if I go here, you can actually see my face a lot more now. So like if I was to use this one and I was to look at the camera, I actually look way more like kind of faded out, kind of like you could see the fuzz and everything, but then once I use the Insta360, it's different. It's like way better. So this is my phone camera from what used to be, and you can even see like the blotchiness of the bedroom, and now it's like not like that. So it's a very big difference, you know. The camera is massive improvement compared to what I was using before. You know, I really thank you guys for helping me get that because of your guys' donations and everything, you know. Oh, is it 7:30 already? Jesus, I'm supposed to be like sleeping and shit. But, but I want to draw. Yeah, I'm probably gonna say it should be about there. But I'm gonna have it like bend. So instead of it being here, what I'm gonna do is this. Because I want it to sort of come out and bend, like kind of like a smooth bend, you know? But it's smoother than that. I'll figure it out. It'll probably be like up here that the leaf will start, and then I'll bend out. So let's try moving it up. Let's like try the leaf like coming out from here. Let's see how like that looks. It's a little more bendy looking. It looks like yeah, it looks a little more bendy. And it would probably be a proper angle if it was somewhere about here. Something like that. That way it like kind of looks like a lamp light, you know. That would be kind of like the idea of the leaf, is that it would, you know, kind of look a little bit like a little lamp umbrella. You know, when I draw the outline, it's of course gonna look ridiculous, but it helps me when I do that to kind of see what I'm trying to draw, you know, and then I fix it up once I get up close. But I think that's gonna be the idea of the leaf. And let's try drawing the circular part right here. See how that looks. Looks a little more, can't really see it though, because this emoji is gonna be small in the chat system, so you have to be able to see these things. Which is why thick lines are kind of important. Yeah, I think the bent stem looks better too. Not gonna lie. Looks way better. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, when I called out of work today, I just really had to like take some time away to just refocus myself, because I am not happy working in my work environment. I already talked to you guys about this. You know? It's time for a big change. Let's get like a... Hey, what happened? Go back. What did you do that for? What the... What the hell just happened? Go back to what I was just doing. Oh, I have to start over again? You asshole. Why would created... Wait, oh, I see. Oh, okay, it's not... It's because of this. I didn't even notice this, but it's opening different ones. Oh, I didn't... I thought something was kind of funny. Okay, so this one I can close. Yeah, no, I don't need that one. This one is not the one I was working on, that's the one I was working on. To close that one. Then this one right here I can close. This one right here I need to save in case something funky happens. I'll just save right here. I was like... Me too. I almost thought I lost it too. I was gonna be like, God damn it, now I gotta start over. Actually, I could just fill this with a bucket. I really could. I could just fill all this with a bucket. Yeah, let's just fill it with a bucket. It's not very helpful, this bucket. This bucket's pretty terrible. Just have to mess around with it or something. Okay, let's, we'll probably make the stem bend out from more up. And it'll probably come through here. Yeah, it's probably gonna be more up, because I'm gonna need it to be like up here. So I'm gonna have to like kinda move it. So let's try moving it. Let's try to make it more up here. Let's see how that looks. Something like a little too high. Yeah, it's a little too... It's like a little too high. Just want to see how that looks. No, it's too high. Okay, so maybe about here. Yeah, that's better positioning. It's better. Like I'll tinker with it later. I wish I had more time to mess with all of this. I really do. I wish I had more time. It's just I couldn't sleep, and I was like, I wanted to draw. Now I don't want to stop drawing. Let me see. If I go to bed at 8 o'clock, or should I say 9, so 3, 6, no, 8 o'clock would be like 5, 4 hours, 7 hours. I mean, I could try for 8 o'clock. I could. It would give me just a little bit of time, but I would be tired as shit. Yeah, that's true. I really should. I mean, I have plenty of days to stream here soon, because I'll be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which I have to do a lot of video games. We have to finish a lot of video games during that time. I mean, it's a lot, and you know, it's just, I feel like when I play the games, it's like I have to be in a certain mood to draw. And right now I was just in that mood, and I was like, damn it, why'd I have to do it so late? Just, I'll do it after I finish the leaf a little bit, just to at least get like the idea of what I was doing, so I don't forget for next time. I'll shade out all this stuff later. The shading and all that stuff comes last. That's like the last thing I'm worried about is shading. Right now I'm just worried about more of the outline and the design of things that's of like what it's supposed to look like. And once I have that memorized down, the next time I return I don't have to like think about, oh, what was I doing about the idea, you know? Because I don't want to forget. Yeah, I'll fix the leaf a little more later. I mean, like, the bend needs a little fixing, but right now, this is, like, about what I was trying to aim for. The stem will definitely be a little thinner. I'll probably be thinning it out a little bit, because this is kind of, like, a little thick on the side. It's actually supposed to be about yay thin, so it's gonna definitely be a lot thinner. Like, probably about, like, that thin. I would say about that thin is good. And we're off 3 days this weekend for 3 days. Wow, in 3 years. Jeez. I'm hoping that you know, we'll have a lot of fun. You know, hope you enjoy your weekend, which, you know, you decide to do. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's like about yay thin. A little more curve to the leaf later. It'll probably be a little more out, just a little bit. But for right now, this is looking swell. Yeah, it's looking swell for the idea. Just want to get a visual on how thin it looks without it. It looks like decent for the curve. You know, once it's a little more properly shaped, it'll look really good. I have to think about like how much of this backpack you can see, so I might have to thicken out some of these lines, because if you notice, you can't really see at the point that it's this small. You're not going to be able to see a lot of the backpack, so I might have to increase the size of the backpack later to make it look more visually, you know, but, you know, this is at least an improvement. I would say it's an improvement. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna have to make the backpack probably just a little bit like bigger, or otherwise make use of the space here and just kind of thicken it out, widen this part out or something, you know, just figure out something to fill in the space. Because otherwise what I could do alternatively is make this bigger and just kind of like widen, you know, the character, and see how it looks once I fill it out. Because this part right here, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to crop this out because I forgot to do layers. I should have done layers so that way I could have just stretched it out and everything, but I didn't. I did it all as one flat piece. So, you know, that's a lot better than I expected for the look for right now. You know? Let's see. What else can I... you know what? Let's do this. Before I go to bed. To like round this out. I do have to like round this part out. Like, not that much round, but just should really do this in like little sweeps. Make it look more O-shaped. Yeah, like that. And grab this. Just like surround the O. It's a little thicker. Surround the O. So it's a little more out. Because I'm gonna have to thicken out his backpack anyway. It's probably gonna have to stick out like roughly about yay far. Like yay far. So that way it looks, yeah. I'm gonna have to widen out his backpack. And I'll have to color in the area on the inside here with green. Yeah. Because now I can kind of widen this part out, push it out more here, and thin out this area right here with more green right here. That way it's not so hard to see from far away. Something like yay far. Yeah, I'm gonna have to widen this part out, but the further I can get this, the better. Because when it's small, it's gonna be very hard to see some of these areas. But it's coming close to the idea at least. I might move the black a little more out here. And then we're gonna like fill in this area and see how that looks. It's just from far away. Just to kind of see how much of it can you see. Because I need to make sure you guys can see this like once it's done. I think the emoji would be about that big, probably. It's probably about that big. Maybe even here. It might look something like that. Like, if I was to compare it to like, yeah, so something like that. As long as I can visually see like the outline of the black, like the leaf is visible, it should be about right. Yeah. Well, either way, no matter what, I'll figure it out in the end. Okay, well, so at least get that part. That little piece right there because of my OCD. Yeah. Well, we're gonna work more on this later. But yeah, just at least I'm getting there. I'm getting there. This is shaped out way better than what it was earlier today. I mean, that's a big comparison. Like, just like coming from what looked like this. So what used to be this one right here is now this one. So this is like a lot better looking now. So yeah, big difference to me coming from what was this. You know, this is what it was before. This right here, if you're wondering what this is, it was actually because I was messing around. I believe it was this thing. Yeah, it was. I think it was this one. So what this thing does is it like creates kind of like stripes, and I was hoping that maybe with the way I was creating stripes that I could have created grass, because somewhere around here I can't really find it. I know that one of these tools I was using, it must have been this one. Yeah. So I was like looking at it and I was like, maybe I could create grass, you know, something like this, and it would help me to kind of just like build a forest. But you know, it's like I'm not gonna do any of that stuff on an emoji. I would do it instead with, you know, like when I do an animation, because he will have an animation video eventually where he's kind of like walking through like a forest, and it would be raining, which is why he has the leaf. And it's probably gonna have raindrops coming down, maybe a little bit of wind blowing his leaf or something, and maybe his banana falls or something, I don't know. It gets a little sad. But yeah, I have a lot of things I have to do. But you know, just for right now, that's really what I'm working on. Um, and, you know, we have a long ways to go. I mean, well, not really. We don't have really that long ways. To be honest, it's not that much left. The ideas of this picture is coming close, and his hair is gonna look something like this anyway. It's gonna be like sticking outward, like probably this way, you know, so that way, not like that though, but it's gonna be sticking outward kind of like in this direction. So it'll be going from here to here to here to here, and eventually it's just gonna come forward so it looks like kind of like a faux hawk. That's really what my idea for his hair is gonna be, at least just for the back of his back, you know. And that's really just yeah. So we just have to work on his hair. That's gonna be an easy one. All I have to do is just change the direction of this and just start working slowly. We just have to finish a little bit of the leaf. Like, we have to straighten out all this black lines. We have to do all of this. We'll fix the bend of the leaf so it's a little more, like, you know, proper shaped. And then the last thing I have to do is really just make sure his backpack is visually seen from, like, far away, that the lines are thick enough. And the last thing I'm going to work on is the banana, because the banana is probably the only thing that I'm really not good at drawing for some reason. And, you know, obviously it's misshaped right now, so I have a lot to do with this one, but yeah, just, I'm not really good at drawing fruit for some reason. And, the backpack strap is also needing a buckle, and once I fix out all these, like, you know, lines and stuff, I might get around to shading a little bit, maybe put a few little buckles or little imprints right here. Just small things like a star or something like that. And that's pretty much it. Like, there's really nothing I have to do to his body anymore. His body is completely done. The outline of his body is pretty much done. It doesn't have to be perfect because from far away you're not going to be able to see all the imperfections anyway. And the same thing with his belt. I mean, from far away you're not going to be able to see a lot of this stuff, so that's why I kind of left it the way it was. So again, up close you're not really going to pay attention to a lot of these things, you know. It's just pointless when it's zoomed out. But what is important is to make sure that the line of the leaf and the line of the outlines, like the outline of his body and the outline of the backpack, is visually seen from far away, because then it makes it look good, you know. But that's basically it. Yeah, just, you know, we don't have much longer to go. His leaf is almost done. His backpack's almost done. The banana's like the last thing besides his hair. And we're getting pretty close to finally having a first official emoji. And once I finish his emoji, the next one would have to be Cookie Cat, which is this one. And I was having so much trouble trying to draw a fucking banana that I actually had to, like, take a picture of a banana and, like, kind of set it on the side to kind of, like, memorize what a banana looked like. I even have a banana, like, right fucking here, because I literally can't fucking remember what a banana looks like. It's stupid. My mind can't draw, like, simple animations, like bananas or fruit, and so I have to, like, visually see it and come up with my own idea of a banana. But yeah, Cookie Cat is going to be next. There is severe editing needing done to this character because I have only ever drawn this character for maybe less than 10 minutes. Like, that's like how quick I drew this on my phone, was about 10 minutes of work into this, and I've put almost maybe, I don't know, like 7 or 6 hours into this one specifically, simply because I had a lot of changes done to this character since the time I started it, and it's just a lot of, like, fixing small little things, you know. now he's getting better, you know. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm really excited to finally officially say that I've almost nearly got done designing my very first emoji without, you know, the help of like some professional person that I would have to fucking pay. And, you know, once I have the first emoji, I can start working on the second emoji and the third emoji, and I'm actually working on another one right here. I don't know if I transferred the file. Yeah, I don't think I did. I have another one that's somewhere on my phone, actually. Let me see. I would like to be able to show you. Let's see. I have so I'm working on a moon bunny, right? So I'm working on the moon, okay? And this moon right here is supposed to be like kind of like a bunny sitting on top of the moon fishing. So it's going to be like a fishing rod, and it's you know, just going to be one giant crescent moon right here, and a bunny that will be, you know, fishing from the moon. And it's kind of like a sleepy, relaxing kind of emoji, something you would use when you say goodnight, or you know, something for relaxing. And you know, for obviously what I was you know, coming from the idea that this is exactly how Mui started when I started doing his picture. You can't really see the pink, but it is actually pink. Like if I tilt it downward, you can actually see the pink and you know, his design right here. But yeah, that's Mui when he first started off, and then that's after I drew the banana on my phone. I don't know why it's like the lighting or whatever. It's probably because it's so bright that it makes him look white. But yeah, that's Mui when I first started drawing Mui on my phone. And you know, then I obviously am working on another idea where I'm gonna have two. One's gonna be where are you? One's gonna be this cat right here with a big hat. That's gonna be wait, shit, you can't even see. Hold on. One's gonna be this cat right here. This one right here with a big old hat, and the hat's gonna like kind of swing side to side and have the cat like, you know, moving up and down, and it's just gonna like change colors. It's like kind of like a hip hip hooray, kind of like cheering happy cat kind of emoji. And this one's supposed to be like the sad one, like his cookie breaks. It's kind of like an emoji like, oh shit, like I messed up, or oh things went wrong, so you would break the, you know, sad cat. He's upset that his cookie broke. So yeah, I have a couple of ideas coming up. I also have another one where there's going to be kind of like a stair step stool, and it's going to have a cat underneath the stair step stool, and it's kind of like having a box, like imagine a box, and it's going to have cutouts where you're going to see the cat's eyes, and you're going to see like a cutout for where his body and his tail sticks out, and it's like a peekaboo kind of cat, you know, but you know, like a peak cat. And yeah, these are all the ideas I'm coming up with. So just lots of things I have to work on. But yeah. Alright. Well, I think that's gonna do it for me for tonight. My phone is at 7%, and it's definitely time to say goodnight. And I'll be back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll be finishing quite a handful of games. So, you know, just keep an eye out. And thank you guys for being here, as always. And I'll see you all again. You too. Have a good night.